But they still finish second and have a place in the Champions League. For Charlton, there are no consolation prizes. Their 1-0 defeat by Sheffield Wednesday relegating them to the First Division. Angela Davis has been down to the Valley to ask those behind the scenes what it means to the club.
It's the end of the Premiership road for Charlton Athletic.
This is the end, beautiful friend.
It's been a journey, it's been exciting, and along the way the club's made tremendous progress. You've seen this £7 million new stand built, you've seen a dramatic increase in the quality of players we can bring to the club. It's just meant a tremendous growth in the club.
And the reverse of that, what does relegation mean now?
Well, obviously we lose about £5 million, so it has quite a dramatic effect on us financially, but off the pitch there are huge commercial benefits associated with what is playing in the best league in the world, really. And you know, at that time I think we could do even better off the field than we've done.
Well, I've been here now 20 years, and sides that come down, you think, you know, they haven't played brilliant, but they're one touch of class, and they seem to, you know, nick a goal and beat us, and that was disappointing because no one, you know, down here has really outplayed us. We've always been in with a chance, and you know, say with a little bit more luck, we might have got enough points to have stayed up.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I've been supporting the club for odd years now. I think we're a family club, and you know, a lot of people support, you know, other clubs, but they've got this little soft spot for Charlton, really, considering what we've been through all over the number of years, you know. So, no, let's hope we can get back.
Are you confident you can come back?
Yes, I think I am. I think if we can keep some of the players, the stars here, and add to the squad, I think we'll come back a stronger team.
It's by Charlton, who says he's now looking for a manager's job. But the 35-year-old former England star admits if no one wants him as a boss, he may seek another club and go on playing for another season.
I mean, it's lip-smacking stuff, isn't it? Blackburn, Fulham, Wolves, Birmingham, and people like Manchester City, Forest, yourselves in the division. I mean, it's going to be a real battle for.
Well, I came away from the playoff final, you know, Bradford and Bolton, and was reading the programme on the way home, and really, apart from a handful of clubs in the First Division, every club has got an average gate over 10,000. Every club, bar a couple, has adhered to the Taylor report. They're all-seater stadiums. So really, possibly this year it will be the strongest that the First Division has ever been. In some respects, with the amount of foreign players playing in the Premiership, is it not the old English First Division?
You called it Premier 1, didn't you, yesterday?
Well, I think it very nearly is a Premier 1. You know, as I just said, with the criteria now, you know, as I say, most of the stadiums are all-seater, lovely stadiums, and the crowds are up in the First Division. And we this year sold 15,000 season tickets. That was, you know, up until this weekend. If we give our quota, the full quota to the away team, and we're going to sell out against Crystal Palace, against Birmingham, against Wolves, against QPR, Ipswich, Norwich. You know, we'll have lockouts ourselves this year again, and most clubs will be looking for their crowds to be going up, I think, with the stature of the clubs in the First Division.
When you talk about the differences and the great stadium and things like that, what is the biggest single difference between the Premiership and the First Division?
The biggest difference is obviously the financial gap. If you talk to my players, they will say to you that the biggest difference is playing against top-class players and the stadiums and the atmospheres of last year. That's what we're going to miss. Most of all, obviously the money is another part of it. But if you're a First Division club and you're looking at the Premiership now, the biggest difference is the financial gap and the players you can attract to your club because of the money you can afford to spend. I don't know if that's ever going to be readdressed, but I think if it does get readdressed, there may be a little bit more competition in the Premiership than there is now.
If you league, but entertaining isn't one of the things you're looking for, really, is it? You'd like a slightly easier one.
Well, by all accounts, last year's wasn't the strongest First Division, and apparently this one's going to be. But you look at our league, and no one ever really runs away with it. I think Sunderland did last year, but you know, no one really runs away with the First Division. It always goes really to the last week, and I should imagine this will be no different. And there's always a side that comes on and surprises everybody and creeps up there a bit like Watford did last year. But there's some big sides in there, you know. And Blackburn, I think he spent some more money. Brian obviously he sold Sutton, so he had money to spend anyway. But he's spent, and I think there's more money there for him. Birmingham, after missing out on the playoffs, may come back very strongly. Then there's obviously the other sides, like ourselves and Forest, have just gone down, and we'll be looking to bounce straight back up. And it's going to be a tough old league, but a long league, I think. I think it'll go right to the death.
I got in early this morning, long before anybody else, did some drawing, and I've come up with the stats on how quickly sides who get up into the Premiership go right back down again. If you look at it there, Forest did pretty well to stay up for 3 seasons after getting up in '93, but no one has lasted longer than that.
Yeah.
Forest still up there.
It's been the theme of this morning whenever you spoke about the sides that have got promoted. It's the same problem, and you know, it's that gap. And if you can stay there, like Leicester and Derby have done, and even West Ham, I think they went up 5 or 6 years ago and managed to stay there, you become so much stronger. And then in the second season you're there, you're looking at them 3 newly promoted sides, and you're probably saying to yourself, we've got to finish above them 3. And if we do that, we'll be okay. And then the next season you start setting your sights a little bit higher. And the trick is to stay there in that first year.